I'm going to go ahead and talk about my thoughts on Goblin Slayer. And I'm going to say this right now. I really thought that this anime is okay. I know that some of you guys are upset about Goblin Slayer. I understand that some of you guys really like Goblin Slayer. There's two opinions about this anime, and I actually watched this anime myself, and I have to say, and I'm not going to give out any spoilers. I know that some people were upset about the controversy about it, about the scene where a girl got raped. I understood the context of the storyline, especially the people in it and the mistakes they have done, and they had to pay for it with their lives. Because you have to understand, not every anime you're going to watch will have unicorns and rainbows in them. You expect this to be something that most people need to understand. There's going to be people that probably don't like it, and there's some people that like it. The anime itself, after watching the first episode of Goblin Slayer, the Japanese tend to go with an idea of always showing a tragic tale, because the reason why they always do this, especially in kabuki theaters, they always tell a tragic tale to teach a valuable lesson. And like most Japanese, they tell the story in a darker way to tell people the valuable lesson is always be prepared. And that was the theme of this story, was this group of amateurs thought they were badasses, and the priest who was trying to help them out joined the group, and they thought they could handle it, and turns out they couldn't, and they paid with their lives. 3 of them paid with their lives. 1 of them got captured and gang raped, which was the controversial thing about this story. And a lot of people didn't like this story because, well, after seeing the scene where the girl got raped, they got upset. But when I watched this whole thing and continued watching it, and I kept an open mind about it, I realized the main protagonist of the story was this female priest, because she had to learn the hard way, because the rest of the group were getting killed, and she watched it in her very own eyes and tried her best to heal people, especially the mage who got stabbed with a knife, and it turns out that knife was poison, and she couldn't heal him. She couldn't heal her. The story was that she had to overcome the situation. She had to deal with the situation, and she got lucky by the fact that a man in armor known as the Goblin Slayer came in and rescued her and saved her, and she told her, and of course the Goblin Slayer gave her a choice: run back out of the cave or come with me to kill more goblins. And it turns out, and I'm going to say this again, because this is like the several takes that I talked about this, is that she overcame and said, yes, I'm going to go in and rescue my friend. She chose to do the right thing by rescuing her friend who was captured and gang raped by goblins. And I thought this story was okay. I thought this was a pretty good story. But a lot of people got upset about that part, about the rape scene. I get it. And I will say this again, not every story is going to be unicorns and rainbows, and a lot of people need to understand that. Because I watched animes that had brutal storylines. Heck, a lot of people liked it, what was that one anime? Oh yeah. Attack on Titan. A lot of people really loved that story. A lot of people really liked it, Blood Plus, and I was surprised I found out that had rape in it. I actually really liked that series, and I found out that it actually had rape in it. Now, there's a lot of animes, there's some animes that tell this similar stories like this, and some of them tend to end in tragedy, some of them with horror stories, and sometimes, some stories can be happy stories, some stories can be different, but this story was basically a dark fantasy story that turned wrong. And I actually thought it was an okay story. But if you feel that this anime isn't for you, then go watch Pokemon. Heck, I had to listen to a 12-year-old on Twitter talk about the fact he didn't like this anime. And I get it. You didn't like it. Go watch Pokemon, kid. But as far as I know, a lot of people are making memes, making fun of it. You know, it is sort of funny. But I didn't have a problem with this anime. Not at all. I watched animes that had brutal, storytelling like this before. And it's sad that it was a tragic tale of amateurs trying to fight goblins, and they underestimated the goblins, and half of them died, and one person survived out of that group and got rescued by the Goblin Slayer who wears this armor. It's sort of funny. But I get that some people don't like this anime at all. And I get that the story is basically that way. But not every story is going to be unicorns and rainbows. Not every story is going to be happy. Not every story is going to be the way you would expect. But I get that some people, got upset on the internet, voiced their concerns about this anime and felt that this anime was not that good. I get it. But it's sort of what it is sometimes. It's sort of the way it is when they try to tell a tragic tale to teach a valuable lesson. And the priest had to learn and overcame it. And I actually thought this anime was pretty good. Because it told her, she overcame it. But I guess some people didn't pay attention to the whole storyline. And they basically bitched and complained about this anime. So anyways, guys, leave your thoughts down below and tell me what you think of Goblin Slayer. And I'll like to listen to your opinion. Anyways, I gotta go. Bye-bye.